Yeah, I think you always look at that small little glimpse, that coming here and the opponent is the opponent, but you're coming to the cathedral of football here, where a lot of great moments have happened in football. So I think like everything that's a very monumental thing, you take a few pictures, you move on, and you get ready to play. The same way teams come into our region and maybe see the falls, take some pictures, match day -1, and then you get ready for the match. And I think that's exactly what we're looking at here today.
Rodrigo Corona.
Hi, Coach. Rodrigo Corona from Spanish Agency News. Why the Canadian soccer have increased their level in the recent years and passed over the Mexican national team in the qualifiers for the World Cup? Thank you.
Yeah, first question I think is the rise of Canadian soccer. I think it's been coming for the last 15 years. Before my job here at Forge, I was involved in the development of players, and I think Canada is a very rich country in football players. It's very unique. It's very diverse with players from all types of backgrounds: South American, Central American, European, everywhere in the world. And I think that is just a culmination of everything going well. Sometimes you need a generation of players to come through to play more as a professional player. We're seeing a lot of Canadian players playing in top leagues in Europe and MLS. And I think that's brought the Canadian team now at this point where they are. But let's also remember your second question. Mexico has been a dominant force in CONCACAF football for years. It's only normal at some point somebody comes along. That's going to do it a little bit better. And yeah, as a Canadian, I'm happy that it's Canada today. But I think it creates a more stronger CONCACAF in all competitions, including the national teams, including this competition with Champions League and in CONCACAF League and different things like that in the region. I think it's important to keep the growth of Canadian soccer going, and I think that allows for the growth of CONCACAF as a region as more competition grows.
Brandon Q.
Hi, Bobby. Thanks for taking the time to do this as always. Just a quick question from me tonight in terms of team selection and availabilities for tomorrow's. Is everyone trained and ready to go, or are there some injuries that you guys are still carrying?
Yeah, we're with the same group that we've had from the first game, from the first leg. So all of those players are available to us. A couple of guys I think are a little bit more healthy than they were in that first game. Alessandro, played limited time in that first game, coming back from injuries, and a few other guys that were knocked up a little bit from the preseason that we've been having. But we're happy that the guys that we have right now are fully healthy and ready for this match.
Steve Milton.
Hey, Bobby. What about the environmental conditions for you? Heat and elevation. What have you noticed so far? You just come off the pitch. What have you noticed with your players?
From the weather and the heat, snow heat. It's beautiful weather down here. 25, 26 degrees, cool on the field. Oh, the altitude is the altitude. I think that gives an advantage to every team that plays in it and is used to it. The same way in Hamilton, we have the advantage a little bit of that wind when it swirls some nights or the cold in February. So those are the things you got to look at, and then you have to see how you counteract that with your tactics on the field, and how you try and control tempo a little bit more. Because coming here, and preparing for a day to play at altitude is always a difficult thing. So we have to make sure we get our tactics right on the field in order to counteract those elements that we really can't control.
Yeah, I think we showed them that we can compete. Yeah, like they're a big MX club, but we can go out there and go toe to toe with them. So I think they have the 1-0 advantage, so they'll manage the game. But we have a game plan, and I think if we stick to it, we'll be okay.
Steve Milton.
Hey, Dom. When you say manage the game plan, what do you expect from them off the top?
I expect them to, go after it from the beginning whistle. They're at home, they're comfortable, they have, the elements. But I feel like they'll go after it right from the jump and try to get a second one on us so that they have that, that 2-0 advantage. Kind of put us on the back foot, but I feel like if we, like I said, stick to our game plan, manage the game, and take it minute by minute, get a goal, and then get another one, and yeah.
Brandon Q.
Hey, Dom, but sort of similar question for me, compared to the last one from C there. Just, you know, going to this leg, with the 1-0 deficit and knowing that, these teams usually come on a lot stronger, in their place at their home. Just what goes into preparation for this one in terms of being prepared for that, team to come at you?
Just staying focused from minute one. You go in there and you know what to expect. So you just have to, like I said, manage the game, manage what you can and cannot do, and yeah.
Any other questions for Dom? Steve Milton.
Yeah, Dom, can you describe it? I mean, we hear about it. I think I've never been there, but can you just describe what Azteca's like? And do you have to sort of get that elephant in the room out of the way with, sort of like dealing with sort of its reputation?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an incredible stadium, and I think we, as a team, kind of got those jitters out of the way today. Training on the pitch, being on the grass, being in the stadium, the atmosphere. So obviously, it'll be a little different with their home fans and a whole bunch of people and that kind of atmosphere. But like I said, this place is amazing, and it's an honor to be able to play here. It's kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity that we get to participate in, and it's incredible.
We'll take one last question with Charlie O'Connor.
Thanks. Hey, Dom, just similar to kind of where you guys are at the moment, what's it like training and obviously playing at altitude, especially being, a team that maybe isn't at full match fitness at the moment?
It's a little tough, but for me, like, you can't let something like that stop us from doing what we need to do. So you just kind of prepare for it off the field, hydrate, and just kind of take deep breaths in and just kind of figure it out as we go along.